In right triangle ABC below, measure of angle C is 90 degrees, measure of angle B is 30 degrees, and CB is 6 square root of 3. What the length of AB is. So this is what we want to find, so I put a question mark. So we're going to circle the given angle, and obviously this is a SOHCAHTOA problem. How do we know that this is a SOHCAHTOA problem? Because it's a right triangle and we're given an angle. So now let me start labeling the sides. I would highly suggest you following this order to prevent careless mistakes. First, label the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is across the right angle, HYP. Next, label adjacent. Adjacent means next to the circle angle, which is 6 square root of 3. And then finally, label opposite, which means across the right angle. Across from the circle angle, and so that's opposite. And so what don't we have any information on? We cross out the opposite. And so what part of the formula in SOHCAHTOA do we have adjacent and hypotenuse? That is CA for cosine. So cosine 30 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse. Solve for side over 1 cross multiply. Make sure you have your calculator in degree mode. So that means that you are going to have your calculator and you're going to press mode. So that's this one right here. Okay, I got to pick a different color. So that's this one right here. And then you use your arrows, that's right here, and move it so that it on degree and press enter. So I already inputted this in the calculator, so I pressed cosine, and then I pressed 30, and when I did that, my number was 0.8660. So when I'm showing my work, I only copy the whole number and 4 numbers after the decimal, but when I actually do my calculations, I use the entire number that's in the screen. So this decimal times h is decimal h. 1 times 6 square root of 3 is 6 square root of 3. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by 0.8660, so it cancels on the left. And h equals, notice that in the calculator I inputted 6 square root of 3, and that's what this decimal was equal to. And then the next step, what did I do? I said then that number divided by, and then what I did was I used my arrow, highlighted this entire number in the screen, and then I pressed enter for it to show up here. So that was 10.39230485 divided by this entire thing. And then my final answer became 12. Going back to the question said to find AB. That was my H, and so I am done.